we can't let the thing go the direction. So we try to merge it now, boy. And we do a mix with everybody music from all the communities. I call it Trinidad dancehall. And then from the man, just had to call the thing Trinidad now, boy. You know what I'm saying? But I won't say I invent the word Trinidad. I said, hey, man, saying that. Trinidad. So I say, boy, this song ain't good.
But can you not take some credit for actually popularizing?
Yeah. I would take credit, but I would never say I invented it now, boy. Yeah, they gotta always say what I helped contributed to it now, boy, because to me, it's an ecosystem.
What would you say is the reason why Trinidad music had that kind of dip or downward spiral?
Well, the violence has always been there before the music, but when the people thinking that is why the artists them losing their life, it's when that was partially what led to it, but it's other factors too.
Like what?
Like being a new industry with no support. You know, these, like the soca industry, dancehall industry, they have plenty corporate support, corporate funding, so people to help in different avenues. Trinidad never had that.
Yeah.
Where we come from is a real corrupted place, and they don't know what poverty does do. At the end of the day, if you have no opportunities to feed yourself or your family, when a man starving, what he go do? When a man starving and frustrated, what do him to do? What is survival? A man going to sit down and just starve? No, they want to feed themselves by any means necessary. So I wish the government would really just create more ways. Like, all our land in Central, government, all our land all have in Central, they open about 100 farm and hire men to plant. Give men work trade.
How do you manage to keep neutral?
Well, as I would say, for me, it's not about keeping neutral because I'm an entertainer. I'm not a gangster. So I don't have to choose no numbers.
Yeah.
I've been playing the dancehall long before anybody had any number. You know, and men know me as a man to always push the youths.
So you have a personal woman, like in a relationship?
Boy, I have personal women.
Women?
Yeah.
That seems like more than one.
Yeah, because, you know, sometimes when you have plenty love to give, you need to receive plenty love too.
I'm not saying a question. You eat the buff and them things.
Well, you saw Ping
You lick your lip about.
Yeah.
You lick your lip back.
Yeah, because boy,
As a Trini.
I saw him the other day, boy, it was really good, you know. Clean like Jesus police record, you know. So clean that thing was it. Huh. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. You have to do what you have to do. Don't make dogs smarter than you, you know. Once they went anklet, bro, you know they love that, bro. Cause when you see them things go up so with that ankle like a kung fu. And then legs go up so like a kung fu side. And that little anklet dangling, so, oh God!
I tolerate men.
We live in a risky world, you know? Yeah. That's what I can say. And, you know, we explore.
Men should always spend on a woman.
Appreciation is a big man.
Welcome back, or welcome to another episode of the Perspectives Podcast. There in some nice couch tonight.
Yeah.
They're going to say, there with a new guest, a new vibes, you know what I mean? Somebody from all the way out of Trinidad. The man that coined the phrase Trinidad. The man that, I think we have a pioneer from Trinidad, actually. The man himself, Deejay Punz. What going on, Punz?
Yeah, no perspective. What going on?
You know, I'm there. What going on?
They enjoying Nevis. Yeah, getting ready for the faded, you know, priming up.
Yeah. So, who are you really? Like, who are you?
Boy, I see architect. I see man behind plenty of what is we listening to. They think I mightn't be the direct producer of it. But as a man help get it to where it is now, boy, you know. I believe in it from inception.
Yeah. So speaking of it, what's that it? We're talking about music.
It is Trinidad dancehall because being born in Trinidad, which is a soca island, my love was just in the dancehall. You know, it could have more relate to me.
But where did that love come from?
Well, I would say it became from being exposed to it at a young age. Like my older sisters would always listen to dancehall and reggae albums. I mean, they used to have all Beanie Man, all Boujou, you dig? All sister albums. So from a young age, I listened to that. Plus, they don't know all the radios playing dancehall, Bounty Killer, this one, that one. So I grew up on that, and I really built my love for the dancehall now, boy, you know?
So coming from Trinidad, right?
Yeah.
Would you say soca music is the dominant music in Trinidad or dancehall?
Well, it's slowly changing. It was known for mainly soca and calypso, but now it is known for soca, calypso, and Trinidad music, you know. There's also a movement with some reggae artists, you know, we kind of coined it like the Reggae All-Stars movement, which is like Marlon Asher, Ice Asher, King David, you know, Million Voice, R.I.P., you know, them fellas was repping the reggae hard now, boy, Drum Melody, Black Loyalty, plenty men, Mr. King, you know, plenty of them rep reggae real hard, they have a whole movement home too.
So how did dancehall itself get to Trinidad?
Well, I believe it was always there because at the end of the day, it's one pulse. Jamaica, dancehall, soca, Trinidad is one pulse now, boy. So I think the lifestyle is what people really like, you know, the topics, the vibe, the bunks, the party culture of it, you know, because it's a party island too.
Yeah.
And I think from there, we really had a love dancehall.
And when I'm saying like, how did it get to Trinidad? Like, where was the first instant of a dancehall song being sung by a Trinidad artist?
Well, right. So let me show you now. Enough people don't know this now, boy. But men singing dancehall since in the 90s. They had a whole kind of movement called Kiskidi Caravan with artists like General Grant.
I don't know.
That people doesn't want to talk. People just want to talk about it now, boy. But we as men, we naturalists, so we will show you where it come from. You dig? And like one of his biggest songs was a song called Shot Call. The shot call in the dance hall, the shot call. Yeah, in the dance. It's a kind of
that sound like the real old school
dance hall, yeah. That's like more Shabba and them styling now, boy. And that was real big. And I had a few artists around that time until I was ready doing the dancehall. But you know, everything have its stages. So that came to pass. And then over the years, there's still been other artists doing dancehall. You know, even Bunji used to kind of sing a kind of ragga thing in the earlys before he went fully soca, you know.
Yeah, but even to this day, you can see elements of dancehall in Bunji Garlin.
Yeah, and it comes straight forward to all the Patinskis and the even Orlando Octave, Macamelian, the whole Millionaire family, them was doing dancehall too. And then now is the new school, which is the Trinidad movement. It just evolved.
How did this Trinidad idea came up? The idea of Trinidad.
Well, all right. So once again, perspective here, we go in and talk the things them. So because of the amount of work I do in the movement, and because of how wholeheartedly I push it, people will say like I invented now, boy. And I always want clearly and say I not taking prop for something me and already create. And it's like, nah, you are the coin it. I was like, bro, I always been doing Trinidad dancehall. I recorded Plumpy long before Trinidad when he was a youth man. He came by me to record a song at a time with a fella called Morbidan, and so they had the little team of them now, boy. So we always been doing dancehall, but then we see some youths, Prince Swanee, he's had to take the dancehall to a different level now, boy. Like the way he was portraying his craft. I tell myself, well, all right, you see, this new generation here now, them have it now, boy.
Yeah, them time there was around the same time when him have the song Go For Them.
Go For Them is the song I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because I have a brethren, right? His name is Chromatics. He's a Trini hip-hop artist now, boy. So when he had his record label, I was his DJ and one of his main engineers in his studio. And he's a man have a good ears now, boy. Anything I hear, once it go and be big, he's telling me, hey, Pon, this thing here bad. The first day I let him hear Cartel, he tell me, boy, Cartel gonna be real big, long before he was big. And the first time he hear Prince Swanee, he say, Pon, you see the artist Prince Swanee, he gonna be real big. And I say, yeah, he bad, eh? So then now, after Swanee, it had Plumpy, it had plenty men started to do the dance all now, boy. And
it's a world movement.
Yeah, man. Yeah, different zones, Belmont, Maraval, here, there. And I say, boy, I can't just let it go wild now, boy. So I tell Renzo, boy, we're going and do a mix. And we're going to call the mix Trinibad Mix Volume 1.
Yes.
And we're going to put all the artists on the mix. Because them time there was a kind of war between Rasta and Muslim. And we say, boy, we're going to try to break up that and unify them by playing all them on one mix. Because my man was frightened to do that.
Yeah.
Man was saying, boy, you can't play this, you can't play that. But we say, boy, we can't let the thing go in direction. So we try to merge it now, boy. And we do a mix with everybody music from all the communities. I call it Trinidad Dancehall. And then from the man, they started call the thing Trinidad now, boy. You know what I'm saying? But I won't say I invent the word Trinidad. I said, hey, man, saying that. Trinidad. So I say, boy, this song ain't good.
But can you not take some credit for actually popularizing it?
Yeah. I would take credit, but I would never say I invented it now, boy. Yeah, they gotta always say what I helped contributed to it now, boy, because to me, it's an ecosystem. Yeah. And it has plenty different avenues for everybody to fill to keep it going now, boy, like an engine. So within the engine, you have different components now, boy. And if all work in unity, the car go drive good.
Yeah. So you feel like the DJs, like Trinidad DJs, personally only Selector Pun and Renzo Nino from Trinidad. Yeah. So do you feel the other DJs in Trinidad? Because obviously it's not just you alone. Yeah. But you feel like the other DJs get the respect or the credit them deserve for their role in the Trinidad movement? Yeah, men just get it forward. But just plenty men already not willing to be different now, boy, and step out of the box. So that is how we ratings go be different to men ratings now, boy. Step out the box in terms of what? Plenty men do the same thing. They get up in the morning, they play that party, they go back home, they might go radio, they go back home. Who really different? What you doing different from this next man to stand out now, boy? Like, what you doing different? And what does Selector Pun and Renzo do to stand out? Well, I think now, my hand and plenty pots. Yeah. One have a record label. So I used to do, yeah. So I just do producing, I do engineering, I do video production. I do video some of the biggest songs in dancehall. I edit, like which song? I edited TJ Up Top. Yeah? Yeah. Let me tell you the history. So they do our first edit, but they didn't like the action. They have a kind of action scene in it now, boy. They put the scene in the wrong parts. So wait, that was shot in Trinidad? In Jamaica. Because a lot of people don't really know about TJ bus in Trinidad before. Yeah, man. We bus TJ in Trinidad, bro. Yeah, big thanks to Rushik Records. Rushik was like, yo, I have an artist called TJ. Bad youth. I said, I'm him there. I said, yeah, boy, he good. He said, all right, we go bust him. And he sent me like
5 dubs one time. I had March Out, I had Boss Head, I had real dubs, and then I say, I come up with a plan. You dig? I say, here we go and do, bro. What dubs for these men? I go and make them play the dubs.
Yeah.
I say, this man be okay, he a booking, because he a real influence. Plus two, anybody he bringing on for a show, he's a radio DJ, he go and play a song on radio real hard to promote his show. And I link some other zones him to go, some popular zones now, boy. If you go on YouTube and type in TJ Prince Swanee freestyle,
Yeah.
you will see a video when I make TJ and Swanee link up and we do a freestyle video in cassava piece now, boy.
Yeah.
In tongue, you know?
So in street credit got built in Trinidad.
Yeah. And then he drop up top and that
Rip up
is gone. Yeah, he gone now, boy. You know, so through that now I was real good with the team and that's how I was be able to get a chance to edit the video for them. You think? So I first did up top for TJ and then I did Potential Kid jump off, film and edit. I did Shaney go and sleep, film and edit.
Cause even Shaney, speaking of Shaney too, Shaney is one of them who had a big buzz in Trinidad too.
Yeah.
I think even to this day, I have a bigger buzz in Trinidad than even Jamaica. Right?
Yeah, Trinidad love Shaney, man. Yeah, he come Trinidad and mash out the place.
I feel like most of the Mobile artists them have that kind of Trinidad connection there.
Yeah, Squash.
You can even Squash
Shaney,
too.
Dragon King.
Chronicler.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how that connection got built to Mobile specific and Trinidad?
I don't know, boy. I don't know if it's style, the trap. Mobile man was more doing that trap dance all now, boy.
Yeah, I feel like this are the art of the new trap.
Yeah, so like Ragged King is one of the men who really, you had to get Ragged King forward now, boy, because he's one of the men who really make me say, yeah, boy, trap dance, all this a new flick.
Yeah, man, I remember when him come with Tough and he had a whole kind of era.
Tough change the game, bro. Man, just want to give him any props, but tough change the game, bro. Real, yeah.
Yeah, so speaking of you now, you as a person, where in Trinidad you came from?
Boy, I come from all over Trinidad, bro. I live all over the place.
Where were you born?
I was born in a place called St. Clair Medical, but I live all over. I live at Arima in a few places. I live Thackeray, going a few, but I live Trinity.
Arima was where I come from.
Yeah. I even there, I used to live near Zerma and somebody like a street away.
So Arima is where you would say you grew up. So where you actually grew up? Like you can't pinpoint a place in Trinidad where you're actually from?
Bro, I moved like over 20 times in my life, to tell you the truth.
How come?
You don't know how the life is, sometimes life unstable.
So you grew up in a two-parent household where you had mommy and papi together?
Nah, single parent, grew up in my mom's.
How was life for you coming up? Like, it was rough life in Trinidad?
I wouldn't say it was rough, you know, because my mother used to make sure we always had what we needed. So I wouldn't say, like, I grew up in poverty. But we grew up, it was tough. Single mother raising 4 kids and all that go. You know, so, but, you know, the toughness of how we grew up is how we get our values now, boy. So, that is one of the main reasons why I, as a man on this path, I could have been a big criminal. I could have been one of the baddest criminals if I was, you think, but my mother worked too hard, bro. Better she had just leave me to be a criminal, so.
So, in growing up, were you always interested in music or you saw yourself becoming a lawyer?
First, to tell you the truth, I was a baller.
Baller? Footballer?
Yeah, bro, I was real bad. I was small enough. I wasn't fast, but I was bad. On the spot, on the spot, you ain't getting that ball.
Which position you play?
Well, I started off playing defense because
you don't know.
Before the skill, I had a real good topi.
Yeah.
So Hey, but I'm smart too. Hey, what I used to do now, boy? I used to stay right behind the first stopper. So when I man beat and over push the ball, I ride it, run out, boom, take out the ball.
Yeah.
Look like a big defender now, boy. But it's just science. I marking. I could only get the ball if a man over push the first stopper, that's when I get the ball.
Yeah.
If a man coming to me, pressure.
Yeah.
But you know, and then from there now, I got midfield.
Mm.
And I was playing the right because I learned to curl with my step. So I was on the right side. You know, it's hard time dog in form too. We had a little inter-class league now, and every game, we went in 15-0, 20-0. Now, mind you, me score a goal, But, you know, we think, and the last game, man, never forget that the last game, dog, the ref say, last raid, and we had the ball. So I was one of the few men who ain't scoring the whole fucking, in the whole league. All they go, yeah. You gonna bleep all that part. And boy, the man say last raid. Yeah. And they say, Pon, your chance to score. And I run out. I run from the fence, and he say, you know, like this last kick, wherever the ball go now, you go to yourself.
Yeah.
And bro, a man kicking ball, bam. I see coming to and I run in, bro, like slow motion. And I jumped in, that's why I closed my eye. And I feel win nothing. Miss the ball. And I hung back so. And I almost cried. But big up 2-7. Pressure. I feel winning now. When I go so, whoosh, I say, way. You know? But yeah, and then I realized, boy, this ball, I think is probably not for me now, boy. So
you load the ball thing?
Yeah, because there's no way I could have missed that. God say, because if I score that, I'm going to get confidence to be one of the biggest ballers out there.
Where you get it from?
Yeah, but you know, God make me miss that. So I would give up football.
So how did you find music?
First, I was into computers. So I ended up getting a DJ app called DJ Pro or something. So on PC. And I started doing all music. You don't know them days. It's Kaza, Napster, LimeWire, all them kind of thing. And we doing all that music. Young little boys now, boy. And I started DJ. And then I started friggin' take cassettes and record the radio. And I pausing it by an 8-bar and unpausing it and making mixtapes on cassette.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I started play on turntables and, you know. So I build my skill now, boy.
Yeah. And how did you get popular as a DJ? Like, how did you get your break in Trinidad as a DJ?
So first, I believe, because the whole game is science now, boy. Nobody don't really care how good he is. Talent at a certain extent, but nobody don't really care how good he is now, boy. It's how popular he is or how much influence he have. So growing up now, I had some sisters who was popular. You know, I had a brother, so I don't like go up with all the girls. And then I had a troublemaker too, so you don't know I had the, you know, the troublemakers is lock the place.
Yeah.
So I had a DJ now, so they had to get me forward because troublemaker upon, you know, that DJ now. And I ended up going a little song clash, boy. Back in like 2005, 2006.
So Sound Clash was a big thing in Trinidad?
Yeah. And they had a kind of thing. Even though up to now I ain't get my money yet.
From 2005?
Yeah. But that ain't nothing because we outside every weekend now making more money than the promoter from back then. You dig? You see man feel sick to his stomach. Exploiting youth and them. I won't call him. But yeah. So first, them time day we was singing. We had a crew called Mischief Makers and we was doing passa music now, boy. That's some kind of thing, right? So we had a song called Just Dance or something so. And we went to perform in a thing for the youths now, boy.
Yeah.
And the man was like, all artists on this side here. all meant for sound clash on this side. So I was like, well, I want to do both. And Shaq, what you say in the middle? So we perform, and after I had that song clash, so we done sing now. And me alone, I go on and burn 2 CDs alone, bro. I had 2 CDs alone, I go on my dog. 40
what
songs.
them CD? What kind of
I say make remixes. So I play some hard remix, my father want them rap rhythm and thing, and you understand? And all them DJs, all they could do was try to use fat jokes now, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only argument. But oh God, since we small men come on me, I don't have to contact every fat joke, you understand?
Yeah.
So boy, we win the clash, bro. And as with men, we thinking, you know, we get the money, we never get the money. So men know me from that. And then from that now, I started juggle with a fella called Marvin. And do mix CDs. And every event he playing in, I think we have 100 CDs in the party.
Yeah. Give with them.
Yeah, and then I printing cover and thing, you know, gloss. Full cover with the back chapters, everything, you know, bro.
Yeah, marketing yourself.
Yeah, and that's how I push weed on the streets real dread. They dig, and then after, through the struggles and thing, and you don't know always go to fight, and my DJ, he had his degree and he masters. And he go in party, promoter and paying me money coming short. So he said, boy, this headache thing, and he ended up going and finish his thing, and now he's Dr. Marvin Pacheco. You think?
Big doctor in
you think so. But they all I know, so I keep doing it. And over the years, I keep changing DJs. I went and joined Boom Champions radio station, you know? And I keep changing DJs. Me and men just wasn't seen eye to eye. Like, at that time, I'll never forget. I go on a party to go and play in, bro. At schoolers party, school children. My DJ do had the biggest song in the country, which was at that time Cartel. Them can't taste. That was the biggest song in the country. He don't have that song. And he's telling me he is only play music what he like. Well, I drop he one time. He can't be flying away with me now. I had to drop he because you cannot tell me as a DJ you don't have the hottest song. That is failure.
Right.
That is, I mind if you don't have some weird song, but the hottest song you don't have, the hottest song. You think? It's like, how you could not have the hottest song out right now, bro? And then like, you know, like other DJs, at my time, are going to play at a show on the Sister Island. And I carry my DJ at the time. And I remember the man bedroom, when I go in the man bedroom, the man had all the kits on the bed lying off, but 5 different kits, different shoes, thing. Because it was a 5-day event. So I said, well, you come prepared, boy. So I said, what's photo shoot? You come to that photo shoot? You know the man didn't bring his laptop. The man leave his laptop in Trinidad, saying he hard drive in working, and he bring a flash drive with 2 folder music. And he telling me, plug that in my laptop, and he go play for my laptop. So I said, but what you're not a DJ, you're a model. You don't have no laptop, so I am trying to drop it too, bro.
Hola. You ever think about going to comedy?
But I tell you the real thing here. I telling you the real. Me and cracker joke yet. I tell you the real thing. That's how these men thinking, bro. And I just tell myself, boy, we just can't work together now, boy. I like men who bow their life. Alright, they bring no clothes and they bring 2 laptops.
Yeah.
Then bring none and 10 outfit. We come to model, bro.
The outfit don't help.
I think Mike man, I had to use my laptop. So over the years we keep trying to find the right team, and me and Renzo end up, you know, linking. And
how did you meet Renzo?
we should be playing an event together with brethren, boy, you know. So I have a place we call the Doghouse, 4 Roses in Sawa. They dig that the Gaza. That is what they call a real Gaza party. The parties go till all 10 a.m., 2 p.m. sometime. And then real good, it go until 2 p.m. Yeah,
From the night to 2 p.m.?
well, not really night because people just go out there like 3 in the morning.
Oh.
But it is really get steamy, like between 5 and 7 in the morning. I when this is real steamy. And inside there smoking everything, cigarettes, weed, all. The club smoky. You understand? So, as I see Renzo the right through, I'm going to keep linking and I used to play with men. He used to play with men. But just, it wasn't working out and we started playing our events together and shell on the place because his style and my style similar.
Yeah.
And then that's why I tell them, boy, they start to do the mixes. And then, even after we do the mixes, we wasn't really a team, you know. But men had a request we as a team. So whoever he playing with, men do what he with them. And whoever I playing with, men do want me with whoever. Men want me to be together because they like what we do on the mixes.
Yeah, the chemistry.
Yeah, and from there we say, boy, if that all the people them want, how will you get them something else?
Right.
Crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
And from this up, and how long ago that?
That was in 2019, I would say. 2019, when I dropped the first Trinidad mix.
Yeah. And would you say, from 2019 to then, y'all have been raising
Yeah,
the bar,
boy. I would say one of the strangest things now, and I guess only few people could relate now, boy. But COVID was a real good time for we, bro.
Yeah, because them time there when y'all would have gotten the opportunity to start the
Big Bang mixes.
big bang mixes.
Yeah, bro.
What was the inspiration behind that? Other than just
So,
COVID and being home.
My same brethren, Chromatics, who was like my hip-hop artist, he started his own online radio called OUR Radio. And he was like, Pun, I will do a show on my online radio. And I was like, boy, I already 95 to go back and do that radio flick now, boy, because, you know, radio didn't really leave a good taste in my mouth because of certain experiences I had, you know, being on radio now, boy.
Like what? Like what more do you on radio?
Like, I felt like my brand wasn't being taken seriously. Like, you know what's Pun's slogan? What Pun does say?
Trinibad.
Beside that, bang, right?
Yeah.
You from Nevis, and you know that.
Yeah.
Them in all them radio ads, them have a next man saying bang, bro. Them won't even, alright, even self, I know wrong to say my bang in all the ads. Them won't even take one of my samples and
mix
put
it in, yeah.
Yeah, they trying to brand my slogan with our next man now, boy.
And the same radio station
that I on, and when I address it, the people who are address it to, they're their friends now, boy. So they'll never really see it how I see it now, you dig? And that was the first insult to injury. And like over the years, like it had times, bro, I was getting to interview one of the fellows from Breakfast Club.
And DJ Envy?
Yeah, DJ Envy.
Yeah.
He was come to interview on my shift. So the men called me and it's like, Pun, I come by now to interview Envy. And I was like, well, boy, I don't want to violate the boss protocol. So let's call the boss and tell them for the station, I want to get the green light. You know? And boy, the man say when he call them, they tell him, nah, come back tomorrow for our next man shift. They ain't think Pun ready for an interview yet. And the man say, but no, DJ Envy and them say they want to go on Pun show. The man tell them, nah, try back tomorrow. And they blocked that blessing from me now, boy. And next time, I was getting into, they blocked that too. Now watch Ninja incarcerated. Might never see him again. Boom, could I get a nice interview.
Yeah.
And you know, certain things like, they had me playing overnight, like from 12 to 3 in the morning.
Graveyard shift.
For like 4 years, bro.
So why did you continue doing that? Like why?
Well, I was using radio to promote artists. So I needed to be on radio to play men's song, even if it is it's overnight.
So you saw that as a benefit?
Yeah, well, for the artist, I wouldn't study myself because it wasn't even getting paid. It was free, you know.
Yeah.
Overnight was free. Overnight, we never, I don't know if I was the first, but to me, I was the first man to ever get paid for overnight because I had sponsors.
Yo, so you get sponsors.
Yeah, for one of my shifts, we had do a hip hop show. It was 3 hours of strictly hip hop, and we had like Hennessy as our sponsor and other sponsors now. So we buy those 3 hours on radio. So we could play any song we wanted for those 3 hours. But that program lasts for like a year. And like I'll do that for like 4 years for free.
So what stopped that show from happening?
Sponsors pull out because they was trying that was the only overnight sponsored program ever. And it never really, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you don't know nobody not really.
Them time we tried hip hop, 3 hours of only hip hop and a kind of dance or soca culture. It was rough now, boy.
Yeah.
But you know, we tried to be different. And then my name had a bill more because I had a link with Jamaicans. And when I play a song on radio, I take in a video, upload it to IG and tag them and them resharing it.
And them want that.
Because to them, that is foreign, that is radio in
it's
foreign.
Outside of Jamaica.
Yeah, so to them, that is foreign, that boy. So when them start to share that now, my name started to grow more. So all them start link me now and what the song play. So like, I still link heavily with these men, TJ, Squash, Ragging King, Shaney, Potential, Tentic, Skilly. And play all the songs, send them videos, and they reshare it, they tag them and
So what finally caused you to not work with the radio station anymore?
I had one shift. I decided to get my weekend shift, Saturday, 9 to 12, 9 p.m. to midnight. I started a good shift, prime time.
Wow.
And then they cut me down to 2 hours from 10 to 12.
From take with 9 o'clock.
Yeah. And then
And this was what year? Like what year?
This was like 2018. Between 2017 to 2019.
Prime at Trinidad.
Yeah, bro. When Trinidad was getting hot, I was playing all the songs on my prime shift.
Yeah.
You dig? And using that to get the songs hot now, boy. I was even going against the rules because no songs we couldn't play. And I playing them. You know why I playing them? Because we playing Jamaican violent music.
On the radio.
Yeah, so I playing Trinidad violent music.
So in Trinidad, you're saying the violent music is banned from the airwaves?
The Trinidad dancehall music is frowned upon on radio.
So it's not, alright, in Jamaica, right? There's a broadcasting commission where
you can't play
certain music. So even the other day, they added certain scamming songs and stuff.
Yeah, I heard about that.
In Trinidad, there is something like that, or it's just a stigma?
There was always like a kind of stigma, but now there are people trying to enforce it. Yeah, they had this big thing there where our broadcast commission too was trying to say about they want to ban certain things from being on radio, but all the years they playing Jamaican badness, all of a sudden they want to try to ban Trini badness. You know, so we don't mind, but ban everything.
Well, when I just saying at the interview, I was going to discuss all that. But you were saying, how did you leave radio? Like they cut down the hours to 2 hours.
Yeah, they cut down the hours. Like my driver to get to and from radio, my driver was more money than that shift was paying.
That's why you were getting paid.
Yeah, no, I didn't mind, but at the end of the day, it wasn't making no sense.
Yeah,
I try, but it's hard to try somebody who not trying, but like when you have a girl.
Yeah. Well, banana girl still.
Nah, me hear about you, bro. Plus, you have a very nice assistant. You understand? So
I won't bleep out that.
So,
you can't make if you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. Oh,
you
yeah,
want to bleep out.
Oh, yeah, Che. Hold on, I'm a mash up my thing.
And know what?
You come so far from Trinidad.
I thought you had nothing to mash up. Be careful, you know. Liars just forget, you know. You dig? But it come like a girl.
Yeah.
You're taking care of she. buying she everything she need, paying she how much money she want, and she still don't want to ask her back for you.
Mm-hmm.
She getting the camel back. How you gonna feel? You spending all this money and you getting camel back. How you ain't gonna feel, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like I was getting camel back. So I tell myself, I say, boy, I ain't even going to tell them I leaving, bro. I just stop go out.
Mm.
Because I didn't feel like I was getting that respect, Trent. So if all they respect me, how I go respect all there? No, that people in the station who I good with.
Mm-hmm.
But I know what it is in that station, they had against me, bro. They dig. So I just leave and I tell Renzo, boy, they do mixes.
What year was that?
2019.
It's 2019 you finally left, and the Trinidad movement has taken off in Trinidad, and the Trinidad artists get international recognition. But there was a kind of lull period, I think, sometime during COVID and after COVID. I feel like Trinidad is just catching back itself. What would you say is the reason why Trinidad music had that kind of dip or a downward spiral?
To me, you know how the place is, bro. You know how the world is nowadays. The social media thing.
Mm-hmm.
People just run with the first rumor or the first notion or the first thought. So we had some artists that lost their life now, boy. 2 close artists. They was close to each other.
Rebel and Kman.
Yeah. So Rebel lost his life to gun violence.
Yeah.
You know? And then right before Rebel lost his life, Kman lost his life. Now, even though he died for medical reasons, how the rumors is people go assume that he get shoot as well.
Yeah.
And then rumors had spread now that it was linked to the music and to other artists. So that kind of turn off real listeners because people love fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
They love to hear about the violence, but they don't really love the violence in real life now, boy.
Mm-hmm.
So
it felt like the violence got too real then.
Yeah, that was the first kind of rumor and the first thing they was pushing. So that kind of turned them off in a serious way, that boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And the thing is, in Trinidad, the streets violent all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But now, if you have artists from these violent areas singing music, obviously it's going to be intertwined.
And these artists are singing things that are
what is going on, because not everything not everything you could make up. You had to tell
because
some
music is a reflection
of life, exactly.
Mm.
And life is a reflection of society.
Right.
So like where we come from is a real corrupted place, and they don't know what poverty does do. At the end of the day, if you have no opportunities to feed yourself or your family, when a man starving, what he go do?
Mm-hmm.
When a man starving and frustrated, what do him to do? What is survival? A man going to sit down and just starve? No, they want to feed themselves by any means necessary. So I wish the government would really just create more ways. Like, all that land in Central, government, all that land all have in Central, they open about 100 farm and hire men to plant. Give men work trade. At the end of the day, everybody go and work, you know.
So you would say the majority of people in Trinidad are the youngsters them willing for work? Because that is one thing to provide the jobs.
No, well, remember,
are they willing to work?
Remember, I'm not going and say, not everybody go be willing to work, you know. But you have to start somewhere.
Right.
If you's growing up seeing people working, they might work.
Yeah.
But if growing up seeing everybody on the corner, what are they going to do?
Yeah, on the corner, because there isn't much option.
Where all the role models on the corner. But if it is somebody men working, they might have some different kind of role models now. So at least try.
You know, people
You know.
people outside of Trinidad and places like Jamaica, they wouldn't necessarily fathom the idea of not having an option to even have a job, to create. There is not even an opportunity for you to get the least of a job just based on where you come from. And places like that do exist in Trinidad and in Jamaica.
Yeah,
You know
bro.
what I mean? So I definitely feel what you're saying.
Yeah, the government, if you're too busy, put me in charge of that. Put me in charge of providing 500 jobs. Yeah, I would love to do that, but they don't take fun serious.
So you were saying about when the violence got intertwined with the music, that's when there was a fall off.
Well, the violence has always been there before the music, but when the people thinking that is why the artists them losing their life, it's when that was partially what led to it, but it's other factors too,
Like what?
like being a new industry with no support.
Mm-hmm.
These, like the soca industry, dancehall industry, they have plenty corporate support, corporate funding, so people to help in different avenues. Trinidad never had that.
Yeah.
We just get some camera, do some video, record some songs, on some big old tune and get through now, boy.
But there was a unity still, like even the way Rebel 6 lost his life. I mean, I don't know the full story, but what would have came out in the media was like it really intertwined with the peace, and he was against the peace, basically.
Yeah, but me and feel is that boy. Can't be that boy. Rebel is not no gangster, so he had nothing to do with peace and war.
Mm.
The big Rebel was an artist. So he could know whoever was making peace and war had nothing to do with he.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, now, boy.
Yeah.
So his actions or words could have never led to his death. There's other things.
So it was other things.
Yeah, had to be other things, bro. Yeah, son.
So losing Rebel and K-Lion was basically the catalyst for that down in the Trinidad movement.
Yeah, mental see all kind of thing about Trinidad going through and this and that and because at that time those two artists were kind of seeing the peak too.
Because remember, I think Punz Entertainment, that one of the songs that I can remember is the Journey song from
Plumpy Boss.
Plumpy. That rhythm was yours?
Nah, that was my rhythm. That was a rhythm by a guy called Mind Keys. And we ended up just by release fit. They got a few men actually by release fit.
Feel like that was one of the most iconic rhythms.
Yeah, it was. That was one of these,
because that Avan from like a lot of artists, from Jalano to the Plumpy to Zerima, all of them man had some nice songs on the rhythm there.
Yeah, that had plenty man on it now, boy. I did the video for Plumpy Boss My Journey too.
Yeah. And even that same rhythm, that there was a time when all of them was on the National Stadium. That I think it was a carnival show.
Queen's Park Savannah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Soca Monarch.
The Soca Monarch performance.
Yeah.
Feel like that was like one of the pinnacles of Trinidad movement when we can look back and say everybody was united with the music.
They was trying to, I ain't gonna lie, they was trying to unite it, but also I would say they was trying to divide it because that whole performance there, I wasn't involved in it. And I didn't mind, but people only asking me, Pon, how come they don't have you in that, boy?
So why were you not?
They just never call me. The only DJs who doing the Trinidad mix was not hired to perform with the Trinidad artists in Soca Monarch. I don't know why. They alone would know, like probably they forgot.
So you feel like you're frowned upon within the Trinidad?
Yeah,
Trinidad space?
I ain't gonna lie. People love me, woman, but they also hate me.
From the corporate side. You'd say you get
It's
love
both.
from
I
the
get
corporate
love.
side?
I get love from corporate and the streets, and I get hate in both sides too. People some people just don't like greatness. You know what I mean? Some people just watch you and just vex just so no reason. And I get plenty of that because no matter what, they can't stop this fat man, and if he dies, what's getting mad?
Yeah. So back in them times, I feel like the Trinidad movement started and there was a pureness. But after the loss of Rebel and K-Lion, it kind of got tainted by violence. Now there's a new rise in the Trinidad movement with the likes of Kman and you see Plumpy surging again. Like I feel like Plumpy find a different level in terms of with his music and his career now.
Yeah.
But it seemed like it's tied to violence. Like it's more tied to violence in terms of 7 and 6. Do you see that as an advantage?
Well, I wouldn't say it's really tied to violence because, as I say, the violence has always been there.
Yeah.
I think it's more tied to shock value. So that's how things is really trend. Depends on, it's not everybody's song no more. It's about things that happening to gather attention.
But when you think about it, Kman song will blow him up. I think Black Rain. Fuck President, you mean it. Like that's like real. If you really think about it. Like that's some real street thing. Like that's a step away from music.
Well, that one now safe, and that's our song. But there's really the message behind the song that really said it.
Yeah. So like the messagings. That we see even thing that lose him life because of that song. Then.
Yeah, bro. So
what the artist name? Wacko done lose him life because of that.
So that's the next thing I want you to do now, boy. I want you to just do the right thing now, boy. Sometimes you might want to do something because you think it will give you a forward, as they say. Man want a bus. Man willing to sing things because they know by saying this they will go viral, but at the end of the day, sometimes you might get too much negative energy from them words they put out into the universe now, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, Kman is an artist. Suppose he's a church boy. Just attain the wrong words could put you in trouble now, boy. No matter who you is now, boy.
That's right.
So you gotta be careful about what you're singing about. In this time and now, with everything so close and so fast paced now, boy, you have to be careful. And at the end of the day, if you play with fire, you will get burned. You can't play with fire and think it won't get burned.
That's right.
So yeah.
So you as a DJ now, and we see how everything kind of intertwined in Trinidad. How do you manage to keep neutral?
Well, as I would say, for me, it's not about keeping neutral because I'm an entertainer. I'm not a gangster. So I don't have to choose no numbers.
Yeah.
I've been playing the dancehall long before anybody had any number. And men know me as the man to always push the youths. I've been pushing them since a long time now, boy. Since, long before Trinidad, I pushing youths and pushing dance also. Men whoever on this number thing, they would never involve me. Because I out here before that now, boy. Men know what I is now, boy.
But so you saying you play both sides of the
I play all the music. Once it's good, I'll play it.
So you think, all right, you would go in a certain zone, go play. So say for example, you're on side A. You can play side B songs in that zone?
It all depends. It all depends because like you could even ask Renzo about this, even though Renzo don't do interview. At that time we was playing in a certain zone. You dig? And that zone is more Muslims. You dig? And I went there and I play Prince Swanee and Plumpy and them in the party. Now, I play that because one, I was trying to send a message that we need unity. So I take a risk and play it. Plus two, me and the fellas who really control in that area, they respect me. They know me real good. I was playing all the parties there now, boy. So when I played, them time me and Renzo ain't playing together yet. He was playing with our next mic man, and I had our next DJ. And I remember when I played on stage, two of them watch each other so. And they kind of like, you know, you up on playing. And when I done play, they was like, boy, you mad, boy. You mad. I said, bro, I'll take the chance now, boy, because the message important. The message more important than the forward. Like, plus two, how I do it in a kind of way where it's not really offensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you deliver it in such a way where it's more palatable.
And even though it had monsters who was causing, because I was going to see certain men thinking, but the boss was having a good time. And once he looking like he upset, everybody got to relax yourself now, boy. So we just pushing the music, bro, and trying to keep it strictly music.
So speaking of music in Trinidad now, which artist is the top artist in Trinidad?
Well, you know how the things go. The titles change. So right now, it's between Kman and Plumpy right now. Because Keep Up is the hottest song right now. But it wasn't a month ago.
And only it was a month ago.
Exactly. So it keeps, so who knows who will run in summer? But right now, it's looking like Jassee coming and blow past.
Which song are Jassee on?
Who boost them? What it talk, we love shooting. On the same rhythm, Keep Up.
Bombo Club.
You dig? Yeah, the song now drop, bro. And almost 200,000 views already without a music video. For a new artist. Who not repping no numbers, who ain't repping no, you understand? That is a rare thing.
So what direction you would say the music is going now? Because it has been dominantly 6 and 7.
But I think everything is a period because 6 and 7 wasn't always there.
No.
You dig?
Definitely not.
So I think that too will come to pass. It's just where they survive the waves. Where they survive the storm until it passes. You dig? I think that's the real thing. Surviving this storm here. You dig? But Trinidad had real far to go still, bro.
Real far. But it's still in its baby stage.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So,
still very much in its baby stage.
like.
But a question I have to ask you even about these current crop artists. We see where Kman was banned from, I think, is Guadeloupe. One of them small island he was banned. And recently, he was blocked from performing here in St. Kitts. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, well, that again is when you're mixing music with the wrong elements of life now, boy. You dig? It are plenty of roads in this life to go down. You just have to be a man and choose not to go down certain routes because it will have repercussions. If you involve yourself in things of a criminal nature, then law enforcement is going to target you. That is just how it's going to go.
But some would say, right, Kman, the violence from Trinidad has not spilled over to any other Caribbean countries. So it's kind of unfair to necessarily block him. So if you're going to block a man like Kman where you sing about badness, why not block the Jamaican dancehall artists that want to sing about badness? Killing is happening in Jamaica too. But when these artists,
I think here what they using as an excuse now, boy. They're saying that they don't want it to happen on the soil. That's what they keep saying. So that's why they're trying to block
What
the
will
artists.
happen on the side?
The violent acts.
No, but I've never seen any artist come. Like, me never see an artist come send kids and somebody try to kill them. Like,
No,
me never see an artist. Me never even see. I've seen Kman travel to other places and there hasn't been any attempt on his life.
Yeah, but he had other blockages too. Not only here.
No, but he has had blockages 2 places. But him got other, my point is he has been to
Yeah,
other
but
places and nothing happened.
here we don't understand. It's not a fair world now, boy.
Yeah.
So you can't look for a fair answer.
Yeah.
You have to know how the system is. And the system designed to block your blessings. So they go and look for any excuse to tell you can't fly. And in his instance, remember, they attempted his life more than once.
Yeah,
and I only need.
And one time,
that
coming from the airport.
That all they need to say to tell them now is a risk because they going to use that as evidence.
Right.
And our next thing too, in America right now, they're using lyrics as confessions.
Right.
So if I sing a song and I say I have wings and I can fly like a bird,
yeah.
If having wings illegal, they go in and say I confessing that I already have wings.
Right.
That's what the law is right now.
Mm-hmm.
And man just know that don't think you're above the law.
Right.
You dig? So like me and Renzo, we have green to fly anywhere. Because when they go on our social media, we don't promote that kind of criminality now, boy.
Mm-hmm.
We promoting strictly entertainment. Is the energy you get from something. So when they put that bad energy into your thing, you go reap that now, boy.
Mm-hmm.
So once all you just do the right thing, you go see the right results, bro. We book out right now, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, we book out. Last week we was in Belize. Next week we in Guyana. Next month we in St. Lucia. Month after we in Martinique. July we in Canada.
And y'all based in Trinidad still.
Yeah, we live in Trinidad, bro.
And how is life living in Trinidad as a superstar now? Because me see where a few journalists or vloggers are, I don't know what they would consider themselves to be, but they were in Trinidad and
content creators.
You see few content creators go to Trinidad and the lifestyle where that I was expecting these superstars to be living, it don't seem that way. Seem like them still, like the Trinidad artists, them still kind of.
Well, you don't know how it's going at home, bro. Like these artists still young and budding, so they didn't really reap success yet. You know, and like plenty of them on the cusp of success, meaning they're right before getting that big bag to live that luxury life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you will see plenty of them looking like, you know, things still rough, but because they're right on the brink, then too, plenty of them can't leave the ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't even venture out anywhere so to really live that life that is stay home.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So about you, how's life for you?
Life for me real good, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just very calculated, man. Now, I don't live uptown. I live in the east. That's why you see I rocking east side badness now, you think? Yeah, I live in the east. So, but I would say Trini life real good now, boy. You know, just that outside addictive. So how we always flying, we love outside.
Yeah. So when in Trinidad, how do you stay protected? Like, how you keep protected?
Yeah, real simple, bro. I just talk to God. God know my heart, bro.
So when walking around in Trinidad, you have to have security, police.
Nah. I won't say we untouchable, you know, but we kind of blessed now, boy, that nobody want to do anything. It's a men who want to do it, but they won't try.
Yeah.
Because we think so God up, bro. The repercussions of any of the actions will fall upon them and all the family for generation because we fully guzu up, bro. We guzu up and we guzu down and we guzu all around.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So we could go anywhere. We just go in all the zones. No, I ain't gonna lie. It have times others be very cautious. It have times others feel unsafe. But I here to do something now, which is what I'm doing right now. And I believe that if God pay to do something, yeah, do it without fear now, boy. I don't mean to move stupid, eh? Still use your brain and still be cautious.
Right.
Yeah, so if I know it unsafe, I might wear my jewels. Because really,
So you can wear all the big long chain in Trinidad?
I wear my 2 big long chain in Trinidad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No issues?
No issues. No. I just want to wait all the time because it's got our attention now, boy. Once they wear that, people watching you. So,
Moving on, I could change gears a little bit. Because earlier, I realized I'm going to like the fuck you know. So, being that you're a superstar now, as a fat man in a Trinidad, how things with you and the ladies?
Boy, you know how girl is, bro. Girl, how to say it? I want to offend this nice lady here.
Oh, no.
But girl,
Which is
easy,
nice
man.
lady, bro.
But girl,
I'm not
easy,
telling you,
man.
How much you try, mash up thing. Bro, I have an assistant.
Yeah. You have a very nice assistant. Very nice.
Stop make the people improve me, boy. Yeah. Me have my life feeling
Bro, you sound too guilty, you know, bro. You just a guilty man. You look for incriminate yourself. But yeah, bro, I find like, you know,
yeah,
woman, not easy, but want to do the right thing, you get the right results.
So you have a personal woman, like in a relationship?
Boy, I have personal women.
Women?
Yeah.
That seems like more than one.
Yeah, because, you know, sometimes when you have plenty love to give, you need to receive plenty love too. And the amount of love I have to give, I don't think one woman could consume all that love now, but it's have to share it around. Yeah, but not in a disrespectful way, in a nurturing way that, you know, the world need it now, boy.
I agree with you.
Yeah, the world need it.
I agree with you.
Because here why they say, bro. Assistant lady, if you have a man, right? And your man treating you good, getting you all what you need, and you're happy. Ain't you want that? So if you have a next woman that you ain't know about, but you getting all what you want, your life perfect, but you just don't know about she. Why change that? If you happy, then you shouldn't have no problem, you know? So I let them know, it's 2 things. You could choose to know or choose to not know. It's your choice. If you want to know, I will tell you.
So you tell them, girl, how I go?
Some of them even tell me I can have more than one woman.
So you agree with them having more than one man too?
Now the thing is, if you have more than one man, he should help with the bills too. I don't mind. But don't have more than one man and the bills on me. If you want to get next man, sure, we'll give him some of the bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 1 week he has to do here, nails, this, that. Next week is mine. I don't problem with that.
Yeah. So you believe in spending for them, girl, then?
So who going to take care of them?
Them? What them work?
Where they get that money from? You know how much for bundles? You know how much for iPhone 15 Pro Max? Postpaid plan, bundles, fancy nails, outfit. Oh God, men sheen cart full up, you know.
So say you're full sugar daddy mode.
Hey, well, bro. We learn from the old man, bro. You dig? The old man teach we. Just run your cash and mind your business. Yeah. So you not give girl money.
Me not say no.
Oh.
But if you don't have it to give,
Don't make dogs smarter than you, you know. Okay. Don't make dogs smarter than you, buddy.
What do you mean?
Hot girl forget things. Yeah. And that's just how it go. Now, it have some man who have to give girl money. But I like to give girl money. Because when they give them money, they do everything better. Yeah. Now, sometimes the money might be physical. The money might be time.
No, man. I buy a child buy out your argument.
Nah,
Maybe buy the money at time.
Bro.
No, man, the money are money.
Bro.
We talk about money.
Bro. My ex-girlfriend. I never gave her no money. Because I was giving she things money can't buy.
Like what?
Time. Attention.
Them girls don't want to hear that. Them girls don't want to hear that.
No, that thing. You have to remember, women kind of programmable, you know, bro. You can program them to serve you how you want to. Remember, women want to serve we, you know.
Yeah.
Them want to serve we, you know.
So you believe in a traditional home where you take care of the bills and she take care of
Nah. That mad thing. I believe in going with the breeze. If it require me to be that, I will be that.
Yeah.
If it require me to be a cheapskate, I'll be a cheapskate.
Yeah.
But not all women deserving of the bag.
So what makes a woman deserving of the bag?
An obedient woman. Ladies, if you want to be independent, give a man bare back chat. Give him headache. Yeah. Then you go support yourself, finance yourself. But once you want us to finance you, cook, clean, and shut up, and you will get all your heart desire.
You know that show is very much uncensored.
True. So when I saying fuck and thing while again on so
who going on?
When I almost cussed all they was thinking.
No, I laugh at it all the time.
With the bumbo rascal.
No, man, what a censor nothing, man.
Fuck. Mother cunt.
Mother cunt, boy.
I have to lay it out.
Yeah, man, let it out, man.
Yeah.
Let it all out. You get it out?
Me all out some more, man.
So heartbreak. You ever get your heart broken?
Yeah, bro.
One of them stories.
Multiple times.
One of the worst story of a heartbreak.
Boy, I'm gonna tell you, that is why I'm so rough on the outside now, boy. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm a full of heartbreak, eh? And how simple this was. So you don't know, back in school days, I had a sister who was popular, who went to school over the road from my school. So every time after school, we go travel together. So all she friends, and you know, I see when the youth man and around she friends because she older than me. So she had this one friend that I had real like, bro. You see this Indian. She had long curly hair down to she ass, bro.
Indian or Douglas?
Indian with Douglas looking hair, curly. I don't know if it was me, you know. And I really like this girl, eh? I was in Form 3, she was in Form 5.
Yeah.
But she do CXC, in between exam and results, they was home now, boy. Every Friday, I duck in school to go with my she, bro.
So it was you, girl?
Nah, my sister friend.
So you and her did a link?
Yeah, but I even get the pussy.
She didn't get no pussy yet?
I was trying, you think?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so, but you know, man young and dumb, Every Friday I go in by this girl, bro. She had a little brother, you know. He used to like to play video games, my boy. So you don't mean he get good. So every Friday I go in and play video game with he. And then in the evening I'll go into bedroom, she go wear a nice little tight and I go, you know?
Yeah.
Boom now. And then we traveling home, bro. We going in the bus. So like, it's a big team away. So my sister, you see how my vibes is? She just so.
Yeah.
She animated, everything like being a boy, but older. So more confident, she's a girl too. So when you come in the bus, I sit down and I do double seat. And my smallest one next to me. So my sister go down in the back in the big seat.
Yeah.
So when she go on there, everybody will be around she. So when she go on there, it's real commotion, eh? So my friend now, we kind of in front. So when thing going on, she had to look around she back to see the action now, boy.
Yeah.
And she's like, I could go and sit down on the back. And I tell her, yeah. And she go and sit down by a man. And my heart just break there one time. One time I hate girl.
So wait, it wasn't you don't get nothing from she and she broke your heart?
One time she went so long by a man, bro, broke my heart. And from that day on,
But me think you did get something or
never.
did a link or
No, but here what going on. I link 3 years after, you know, bro.
you finally get some.
Well, here what going on. I link 3 years after, right? She might see this still, but fuck that. So I link 3 years after. One, the girl get white. I know she nice and brown like this lady here.
But so
Bro, when I went she back, she
why you keep on refer to the lady here?
she's sweet too, boy.
Yo,
Are yours?
Lego that no man. Lego that no man.
Yeah. But she was that.
Bro, you know how much trouble me gonna get me in a same
I told you I have nothing, bro. You getting problems with nothing? That's crazy. What's going on?
Boy, I never know rats come from Trinidad. I keep far from you, you know.
Ladies,
Feel like you got leptos.
all man is dog. So if you thinking a man is horning you, you're very slow. But then again, them girls know we horning them, you know. They act like they know. You know why? Because them horning me too, bro. What you feel? You wish she only bird? How nice she is. You ain't taking care of she alone. She other man and them. Yeah, they use probably the food and the pizza man and you know transportation. Pepperoni pizza. That's probably you, but you know. We just buy she nice outfits and she little red one and think she and buy she little toiletries, you know. You dig?
Yeah, comedian, you. You never think about doing comedy?
But bro, I talking the truth here, you know. Me not even lying, you know.
Yeah. I feel like
The pizza right there. That was making the whole thing funny. The pizza right there on the air. If already fishy right now, she. Yeah. Because watch, I will show you a flick now. Here's my soul there. Right? Here's my soul there.
Yeah.
So I ain't want to fall in love with she, you know.
Yeah.
Because today she's on a date in the restaurant. I don't know who she was with.
Yeah.
But I saw her today and I didn't see you.
Mm-hmm.
You dig? So it looked like she like pizza any night. But any day she like nice food. You understand? I didn't see who she was. She was about saw her today. You dig?
Yeah, I'm gonna show this smash up my life, you know.
Yeah, so it go, man. Girl, it's some bird. You respect that? Yeah.
You respect that?
Ladies, 287 Punz. You think? What you need? What you want? Link now. Let's link now.
Yeah. So you were saying you get to link the thing a couple of years later. What?
Yeah, so I like the thing, but I realize she bought the things now. She bought the things life. So
What you call things like?
things. She bought it. She grew up now and boy, she good. She get good. She get white like that line there. You know how she get white too? She get fair, bro.
She rub on it.
Nah, boy, like it. Only she scalp white. Yeah, like she eat it. Bro, if she get real fair, dog. So, I did just so. I see a video, call my straight number, so I answer. You know, I answer and show the roof. And when I see this thing face, I said, wait now, she looking like my friend, so but a white version. And she's like, you remember me? And hear how I make out to she. I said, who is you? She's like, Apple J and Apple Cherry Orchard. And the wife said, buy she on an evening, Apple Cherry Orchard. So I said, all anything now, bro. And right, ladies, I'm teach you a little thing now. If all they get are money, man, don't ask for nothing, Dread. You will get. Because we just give. But we don't like to give beggy, girl. We just don't like it. Aka roll, make you feel you have money, and we go try to outdo your money. You know what I'm kind of way?
Psychology.
Yeah, but the beggy thing, I know me too thing, you want to date on your fucking phone and all kind of, that turn off. I want to realize she too demanding. I even bother to chase the pussy no more. Yeah, that exhausting, bro. Let me feel to spend that. So let me feel like I have an next bill. I have plenty bills, you know. Because it's big girl, you know. Who had child, who had this, that is stepdaddy number one, you know. That's what I'm saying. Don't make me feel like it's
you can't accept.
Don't let us feel like it's a burden. That's what, you know.
Yeah.
Make it feel like a blessing.
Yeah.
Make us feel your pussy is a blessing, not a burden. You know? Yeah, so a boy was...
I'm not saying a question. You eat the buff and them things.
Well, you saw ping the...
You lick your lip about.
Yeah.
You lick your lip back.
Yeah, because boy...
As a trini.
I saw him the other day, boy. It was really good, you know. Clean like Jesus police record, you know. So clean that thing was, it? Huh. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. You have to do what you have to do. Don't make dogs smarter than you, you know. Don't make dogs smarter than you.
Yeah. As a trini.
Yeah, bro. You have to do what you have to do. Ain't you like that?
Yo, look at the conversation from behind the camera. I mean, I reason, bro. I mean, I reason.
Yeah, but make you ask you that question. I have to ask she. Ain't you like that? Huh. She made you tired of the cross, so she loved that. Plus two. Once they went anklet, bro, you know they love that, bro. Cause when you see them things go up so with that ankle like a kung fu. And then legs go up so like a kung fu side. And that little ankle dangling so, oh God! But you know, strangely enough,
yeah,
I never eat a dish from over here yet. Yeah, I'm selective with my sampling too now, boy. Yeah, but I might ask them to sample, you know. But so I know if I go see Shana's trip. I ain't work watching in and I know she get man now and thing, but I might borrow she.
Yeah. So like when you go on tour and you meet women, you splash some money upon them.
Some of them must get money, yeah. You know, it's right vibe, like.
But if them beg you.
Yeah, bro. Like, I go on Belly's the other day. I know me this girl. All of a sudden she phone ain't working. Oh God. Oh God, girl, we's old dog gallus from a long time. All of a sudden your phone ain't working.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's slow. And then she go in a pissy thing. But
Clean.
real clean, Jesus police record. But
Turn off.
oh God, beggy girl get nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna get sure one thing, so you know, but not right now.
So question, Zane, as a gallus now, ever catch like a little infection or them thing?
Never. God bless this fat man.
Yeah, no gallus then, man.
Nah, man.
Yeah, no gallus then, man.
Certain thing.
So a girl never lick you? Not even one time?
No, bro.
Campus and campus?
No, that's scary. Never. I tell you, never. I just bless my dog, boy. I tell you, bro. Plus two. Them girl know this thing so good. Infection free to even touch this thing. Yeah, them girls say this thing too good, boy. Yeah.
Special quality I get.
Yeah, them girls say, nah, boy, pun, boy, that thing is sweet, boy. Yeah, pressure right now, you know. I just trying to keep all my girls happy now, boy. That is my task right now, because as a busy fella, you know, I just really have time for the phone calls and the thing and the checking up and, you know.
Yeah.
It's like when I see you, we have a good time, you know.
Right. So back to the music before we wrap up now. Byron Messia, I cannot have you on the podcast and not ask you about Byron Messia.
My big son.
What role did you play in his rise? Or how did you even meet him?
So, I meet Byron. I see Swanee share my time, but he knows how to work with him. And I listen to song, I was like, wait, boy, this youth man really good now, boy, like, you know. I was like, boy, Swanee have a real good ears, bro. So, because plenty of my artists who is trash,
Yeah.
but few men know what to look for in an artist number. I feel Swanee have that number.
Yeah, because it's not just Byron. Swanee really help, you know. It's a lot.
Real man. Swanee is
It's a lot of them.
a man potential, and he's know how to get away at the reach now, boy. So I see Swanee, Shady Dog, and I started really, you know, follow him up and thing. And then we was never close. And then until that day, I was live, and he was on my live. And like, you know, I think I tell him something about like I was something in the DM. And then I DM him and say, yo, bad artist. And then he reply and say, yo, bad DJ, the man who changed dancehall for everybody. And I tell him, bro, you go and reach Hollywood just now, bro. Remember, I tell you that. And boy, 2 years later, 3 years later, I already see dog in Hollywood, you know, bro. Yeah. I know I tell him, I say, you fucker, you gotta come and Nostradamus, bro. Because I see it from inception. You think? And then Renzo, I am and tell Renzo, listen to this artist. And Renzo say, yeah, boy, he bad. And then Byron sent me about 4 dub. We had Fenton dub, we had this stuff, we had rare dubs, bro. And we started play all the dubs and all the mixes. So all them Big Bang series, we struggling Byron hard number. So people was getting familiar with his song and his name. And then he recorded Taliban long before he get big, bro.
Yeah, man, remember him sing Taliban's for our music festival a year before Taliban's come out.
Yeah, plus 2, I bring him on in a party and he sing Taliban's too.
Yeah, man, him have Taliban's long before it blow.
Yeah, but
cause that song the leak around here before it bust, you know.
Yeah, man, I know.
And it was people had it at play. You know?
I even shoot a kind of video for it too, you know. Yeah, well, we had do a song called None of Them. And we do a video for it in St. Kitts. And after the video, we shoot a little freestyle thing for Taliban now, boy. You dig? And here what went on. December. Taliban bust like February. December, we do a big bang in St. Kitts. And we feature Byron on the big bang. And that game a real big forward too.
Yeah.
Because,
respect that.
Yeah, had to respect that because we know the science. And if we realize that St. Kitts real rate we, then if we give a St. Kitts native a forward, they go rate he too now, boy. Because people like influence. And we realize after the big bang, the clip with him singing Taliban, that the clip that went viral now, boy.
You respect that?
Yeah, and that is and that where the slang get big from too.
You respect that?
You think?
Yeah.
And that is and next one of my slangs now, boy.
Yeah.
You think? So boom now. After it had to get traction, I feel like when they do a video for it in January.
Yeah, them kind of know them. That I think somebody kind of knew that the song that was special on the team. I think it was Swanee. We listened a couple of interviews with him.
And then
Swanee was the one who kind of hold it back and to this.
And I know for sure after the clip went viral with the Big Bang because he sang about 5 songs, you know. But only Taliban one went viral because of how Renzo was dancing and laughing and how he thing up and he sang like a dub, you know? And people have like the vibe now, boys. And boy, I'm going to drop. The place shake, yes. Yeah, bro. And I'm very glad too, you know, because I know the youth from when he was trying to be somebody now, boy, and he had to believe in himself. And that was supposed to show you that what you believe in yourself, you could make it.
Right.
You know, once you align yourself with your...
So, Byron blowing up, would you consider him a Trinidad artist?
Yeah, I would consider him a Trinidad artist. Even though I always feel that he was a kind of rod wave, kind of like...
That's what we knew him as here in St. Kitts. Like,
yeah, but then...
But when him go out there now, him become Taliban's.
Well, it's because that is what took him, that is what gave him the exposure. So he had to kind of become that to break the glass ceiling. But he's still always who he is. You think now it's just for him to find back that lane now to where he really want to be now, boy.
Yeah, I feel like that's the issue right now. Like
he's stuck in between.
He's stuck. I feel like for a year, Byron has been stuck on Talibans. Him do about 10 Talibans different.
Yeah.
Him do Talibans 10 different ways. You see me if I do him do one with Lil Baby now. That's another Talibans, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Because like the one with Chris Brown is another Talibans. The one with Burna Boy was Talibans too. And then he had it's just Talibans him stuck on, I feel like. And that's the issue why people probably can make an argument to say he's falling off or has fallen off. Yeah. But what I really want to ask you though, there seems to be some kind of issue in their camp where a split happened and he's no longer, well, what it looks like is he's no longer with Z-Tech. How do you feel about that?
Boy.
Given the fact that he would have gotten his break through Swanee in less than a year.
Well, first thing, I don't really know what happened and I ain't asking nobody. I ain't asking Byron, I ain't asking Swanee. If they tell me, okay, but I ain't asking, I know my business. But I seen so many teams break up, bro. That's surprising to me. Almost all artists from all different countries just go through that, bro. From Vibes Cartel camp to Movado camp to even Popcorn camp to everybody camp, Bump Together camp, down to the youth and them and all. Squash camp, Mendes Top Link and everybody camp, bro. That is just dance, all I feel is. Yeah, I feel Mendes just after a while want to do their own thing. So I believe it's really lack of the right business structure now, boy, because from the start, should have an objective. Whether it is, I gonna help you to reach from here to there, and then do your own thing, or me and you gonna do this forever. It must have agreement now, boy. And I think most times, it doesn't have no agreement. So,
in dancehall.
Yeah, in dancehall. So
It's not like that in hip hop, you know.
yeah, because them thing is paperwork.
So you feel like we should have paperwork.
Yeah, bro. I don't rap.
feel so
I don't rap no more, you know. Bro, I didn't want to record a song until paper sign, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rather not record nothing. If it had to go so, I rather not record nothing than record a song and they go through all that. They can't think that way.
So you feel like the bridges need to be mended.
Yeah, men have to do good business, bro.
Yeah.
Once men do good business, they will get good results. They do bad business, they get bad results. So like for we, to book we any party, you had to sign contract and send half up front.
Right.
And the second half, as we reach the airport, second half. Not even from the hotel room on the day and say, we know under. I come think this, I don't get paid already, you know. I get my full pay now at the end of the day. Certain men doesn't want to pay full because certain artists mightn't show up. But we record good, bro. We must show up. So men want to pay we in advance because they know we good fit now, boy.
Right.
So I don't get paid. Tomorrow I go and shell long faded.
Alright. So any final words you want to tell the people?
All artists do the right thing. Stop fight for the hype and the light thing now, boy. You do good, good will follow. Jassee, music, next hottest, Trinidad artist. Follow him, follow Renzo, follow Deejay Punz, and Punz Entertainment. Big up management one time, click music.
You know what, go people. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Perspectives Media. This was one of my dream episodes.
Yeah, man.
To have Pun on the podcast. There's lots more to come.
And here you get through. I don't go on anybody thing just so. You dig?
Yeah?
Yeah, bro. Just go on YouTube and see. So any big flick, BT.
Yeah.
You dig?
So
the
how
fix.
get you?
Your energy, bro. You like me once you come humble, I tell you how come you like me again, you know, you pest me down and, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Because I believe in the universe, you know, fam.
Yeah.
Like, I believe things gonna just work out.
Yeah, plus two.
What is to be will always be.
Similar energy now, boy.
Yeah.
You know why? Me are gallus, you are gallus. Son.
Say no more, you know, mash up my blood clot. Like, hey, we're going to feel them fun.
Respect, man. Love, always.
We're going to connect more times, but
One Trinidad.
Perspectives Podcast, Trinidad,
Yeah,
St.
man.
Kitts, Nevis.
Bang!
Hoy, and I said nobody now believe it. Well, if they me say I beat it. Me and the pastor, me not go preach it to how we all it down. Yeah, man, it's Deejay, and I mean giving you a different perspective on Perspectives Media. Easy.
Perspectives Media.